We could do a Druid. Druids are nice and slow. Nice and slow. See some of the new cards.
You are right to awaken.
Alright. I also bought Fall Guys. So if Merps wants to join us way later, like after 11, we may play some Fall Guys, but we'll see. I poked him about it. I played 2 games. The servers are super unstable, so I couldn't play more. But it was fun. I didn't win. I have really no idea what's going on, but it was generally fun. Talon says servers are dead right now. Yeah, man. I was trying all day to get on them. Rustborn Initiate or Bone Chewer. I will take the Rustborn Initiate. Get my 2 drops in order. Here's a swipe. The #1 most offered card in the entire game that is a class card. We may get many swipes. We will get many, many Rustborn Initiates that will bring us many, many swipes. We really don't need 2 drops. We'll take 1 drop. So I already have a double. And I'm not allowed to take any more swipes. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up wanting swipes. So I'm going to take a Zephyrs. A Vectis instead of a Zephyrs. We already have 2 Death Rattle guys. They're not the best Death Rattles, but I'm going to skip the Zephyrs. Not saying this is the right pick. We're going to pick a new legendary. We don't need 2 drops. We'll take a Blessing of the Ancients. I don't want another Ethereal Aug Merchant. I already have an Aug Merchant, so I'll take a Wand Maker. Okay. I think we know where to go, right? Just like on the smaller, buffier side of things. A little tokeny. No need to rush. I'll take an Overconfident Orc. We have no 3 drops yet. Okay, I'll take a 4 drop. The win rate for Adorable Infestation is really high. That's good. That's good to hear. Burrowing Scorpid, yes. Yes, yes. Nah. We really just don't need 2 drops. We have too many 2 drops. So I'm gonna start pushing the deck higher a little. Dollar and Crusader is good. Another Adorable Infestation or an Evasive Draconid? How high is the win rate for Adorable Infestation? I don't really have like good Adorable Infestation like targets. It's essentially the highest win rate common in Druid? Holy shit. Alright, you know what, Actioneer? Let's see it. We're gonna go with it. Smug Senior? Gotta take that. Next is Broomstick? Yeah. Ooh, Transfer Student. Cool. That is a 2 drop I will take. Marsh Hydra, okay. I also haven't been drafting with this in mind, but I do want good Death Rattles. Bone Chewer is the only card here. Fine. Alright, we don't need another 7. We'll take a Twin Tyrant. Just LC says, I love this deck so far. Because it's such a scumbag curve out, have big things Druid deck. I don't think we can Gibbering. We don't have the spells. We don't have a Wand Maker. We have too many 1-mana cards for Gibbering. I think we just do the Lake Thresher. As soon as I say that, we get really large stuff. Sorcerer's Substitute may be good in this deck. We have 2 Rustborn Initiates and Vectis, which will bring back the Rustborn Initiates. I am considering it. Otherwise, I'll take a Starfire. I'll probably take a Starfire. We don't need the Sorcerer substitute to win games. Great, another swipe. Great, a Wing Guardian. I actually may just need a Yeti. We only have 2 4-drops right now and 1 3-drop. Yeah, I just need a Yeti. You can't pass Wing Guardian? Watch me. We have 6 more cards left, and we have exactly 1.5 4-drops. And no 3-drops. Like, sorry, 1 3-drop. I can't take a Wing Guardian. Okay, here's Embiggen. Why do I feel like I'm walking into a trap with this Embiggen? I really don't need a Dragon Breeder. I have 1 dragon that's any good. It's gotta be the Embiggen, but this really feels like a trap. Right, guys? I have 0 card draw, and I have no 4 and 3 drops. Okay, you know what? Maybe I have no 4 and 3 drops anyway, so it wouldn't matter that I don't curve out on 4 or 3. Tour Guide is fine. Voracious Reader is probably fine. Nonsum says, if you get Embiggen now, you have plenty of 3-drops. That's actually true. Voracious Reader is actually pretty decent in our deck because unlike other decks, like we're supposed to not be able to draw, but you know, you have Embiggen, you have other stuff. We're actually going to use cards up decently fast. We have 2 things that actually draw cards, and that is it. We have like no 3-drops. There's this Tour Guide or Voracious Reader. Tour Guide is not good for our deck either. What we need are 3 and 4 drops. I'm so glad I took this Yeti at this point. Alright, well, look. We're not going to beat tempo decks. We're just not. So we might as well as be guaranteed to beat card advantage decks. I can't. Like, we're not going to have any 3 or 4 drops. Can I take the Steel Beetle? No, I gotta take a Smug Senior. Okay, good. That's a 4-drop at least. Alright, so we're gonna have enough 4s. We just only have 1 3-drop. We have not passed a single 3-drop, by the way. We have not passed a single 3-drop. We have 3 5-drops, that's enough. You could save Burrowing Scorpion as a 4-drop if you count Divine Rager as a 4-drop. I think I'll take the Rager. If we want big cards, really we should be taking the exotic Mount Seller. But we don't have like a lot of spells actually to synergize with it. Our spells are always a little big. Well, we have 2 adorable infestations. I don't know. Maybe we do. Maybe we can adorable infestation and exotic Mount Seller and make a pretty good case. You know what? Red Penguin says Rager? I don't think so. I do not think it's the Rager. I think it's the exotic Mount Seller, actually. Because you're looking for things that are good being buffed by Embiggen too, right? And we have like a lot of 1-mana spells. We have 2 of these, and then we have a Wand Maker, and then we have an Embiggen. Not that you wouldn't just cast Embiggen immediately, but... maybe it's Hailbringer. Hailbringer works well with the Embiggen, and the 1/1s really do slow things down. And because we can't win tempo, because we were only offered 1 3-drop. Our problem right now is not like, do we have whatever? We have everything we need in this deck right now. This deck needs nothing else besides 3-drops. But we have only 1 3-drop. We don't have enough 4s to make up for 3s. We don't have enough 2s to make up for 3s. Our turn 3 is going to be like Adorable Infestation, which is really another 2-drop. Like plus a hero power or some like Og Merchant hero power stuff. Like, it's terrible. So we're going to fall behind on the board. And if we're going to fall behind on the board, we need to be able to play from behind. We have 2 swipes that sort of lets you play from behind, but not really. And then we have a bunch of taunts. So playing from behind, I think you need the Hailbringer more than anything else, just to like Yeah, just to like kind of exist. Shards will help. Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. So this deck was not offered any 3-drops, which is really awkward. We do have an Embiggen, which is nice. And then we have decent size. I don't think we're too undersized for this meta, especially after the Embiggen triggers. And we have the Voracious Reader. So I don't think we have that particular issue, which is nice. But the deck is weird. Like, it looks like a deck that's going to curve out and just beat you with value, but it does not curve out at all. It's really one of the most terrible decks at curving out. It is a top 9 percentile deck. Holy shit. We got the value. Bets have started. Good luck, everyone.
Versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
Okay, if we ever get an overconfident orc in our mulligan, we always keep it, because it's our single 3-drop. Alright, can we get a 2-drop?
For the wild.
Not how this is supposed to go.
I've got more left in me. I have trained for days.
Force him to ping.
You'll grow to be a fierce one.
Home is where the wagon is.
These are so freaking adorable. Oh my god. I have not seen this before. Yes, burn your polymorph on my 2/4.
Your power, limitless.
So freaking adorable. So freaking adorable.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that.
You just called it cute and yet you kill it off instead of a sheep? Well, just because you're cuter doesn't mean you don't get killed. That's not how I work. I don't know if that's how you work,
My cargo, my business.
but that feels not particularly fair.
We will hold
No
the
need
Black
to
Temple.
worry.
You win this
Alright, alright. Get a nice first win. Didn't have a 2-drop, but the ogre helped. I mean, the orc helped.
Malfurion versus Kel'Thuzad.
Your curiosity will be the end of you.
Good. Orc, you just have to show up every single time. No time without orc.
Whoa!
Mollybox says 5 years, officially a Grinning Goat boomer. Thank you for all of your support over the years. Mollybox says, I've been playing this week with my Battle Pass tickets. Oh, so true. Ooh, very nice. So true. I played a couple Battlegrounds earlier today, and the first one I played, I didn't have the Battleground, and I was like, oh crap, I don't have the pass, I forgot it was a new season. But luckily, one of the heroes I got offered was Patchwork, so that was good.
Muzzle their magic.
Easy. Ha! Easy. Like
I do have a swipe, you know. I don't want to save this 2-1, so I pop out the right thing and then I swipe.
well done, interloper.
Mm-hmm.
Your power, limitless.
Really? Not the 1/1? Oh, it deals 3 damage. That's fair. 6, 6, not quite, not quite.
Fly. Make true toys out there.
Oh, this one doesn't get it? This one requires a second death rattle. Damn. I did not know that. We're gonna have to lower its score.
Begin the torture.
Embiggen, you did very little. You did very, very little. So Druids are still pretty good. Although we do have a top 9 percentile Druid deck. Like, we had a really good draft. We just don't have 3 drops.
Can escape my fury.
I must protect the wild.
Like, we're fishing for 4s and 3s. Yes, overconfident orc, keep coming, thank you! Our 1 3-drop in the entire deck has been here all 3 games on turn 3. Even when the 2 drops didn't show up, this guy showed up.
So where does the magic come from?
That should upgrade. Probably. Oh, I guess. Oh, I guess. That should upgrade. Probably.
Okay.
I have trained for days.
This is fine. Could hero power on Cub, then he kills the Cub. I have a 3-2. This is just better tempo. He's gotta throw it in.
Dingo. Yes.
Alright, he doesn't have to throw it in.
You don't pick the one, see?
Cool.
So where does the magic come from?
Cool, cool.
Oh, up to no good.
Not cool. Not cool at all.
The wand picks you.
Like this?
Okay, so he's gonna plagiarize.
For the wild.
Operation!
That's fine. No. It is not plagiarize, it is dirty trick. So when I cast a spell, he draws cards. Fine. Way to limit even more the incentive I have to play Savagery.
Probably.
Okay. Hard countered your savagery? I know, right? Step 1, demoralize your enemies by forcing him to kill all your cute stuff. Step 2, watch him make misplays as his conscience gets the best of him.
It's not just the city of mages.
Oh, it's actually insanely good. I don't have a way to deal with that.
I wonder. For the wild.
Good. That's fine.
I wonder.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Give us the money. Don't try anything.
In time, all things are possible.
Cool. Overramp me. Damn. I'm 1 damage off. It's fine. Whenever I attack, I add something.
A clear garden for a clear
Oh! That doesn't work! Oh, I forgot that's what it did. That was terrible. I had it all planned out. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Business is booming.
Tombs.
Crap! The terribly designed game. Just let me have the effects I'm supposed to have. Like, why wouldn't you do that? What's the point of this? Like, who is this helping?
I found a new source of power.
For the wild.
Like, who feels good from doing that? My opponent doesn't feel good. I don't feel good. It's just horrible game design. Like, if it's supposed to trigger, just let it trigger.
I wonder.
I am only more deadly.
This voracious reader is totally worthless with an Octosari.
In the shadows, I saw something.
It's not just the city of mages. Look what I found.
I have 27 health.
You're paying for my discretion.
Like, you have to trade. And I also have a swipe in this deck that I am going to draw, hopefully and not mill. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I have 2 swipes in this deck. I forgot. Okay, he didn't even try. He knew I was probably going to draw some reach. Let's go. Good to have a busted deck. And the 1/3 drop of the deck gets drawn every time. Like, your deck, by the way, just wins if you have one of each curve, and then you will always be guaranteed to draw. Like, there's a legendary card that's just like, I don't know, a raptor, right? Or like a spider tank, and then a yeti, and they have like, it's a legendary, and it just says, as long as you only have 1 3-mana minion in your deck, this card will always be in your opening hand, right? That would be the best card. Red Penguin says, ADWCTA, what are you drinking? That doesn't look like Coke Zero. So if you guys are have T-Mobile in the US, they have this... See, look, the orc is here! Ah, what a good orc. Yeah, we're gonna just tempo it out. We have an orc. Voracious Reader isn't quite enough to hold its own as a 2, but it may be what we need to do, so let's just... I don't need value, is basically my point. But yeah, so T-Mobile this week gave free Popeyes and a $2 off coupon to Dunkin', and Dunkin' Donuts has like free donuts on Fridays, just like as a thing.
Home is where the wagon operation.
So between those two, I just had like a totally, me and Brand New both, because we're both on T-Mobile. We just had a free day. Like we had Popeyes for lunch, and then they gave so much free Popeyes that we had it again for dinner, and we made a salad too with our own salady stuff, but that's besides the point. Then we went out and got free Dunkin' Donuts. These things are only $2, which is the $2 off, and then we each got a free donut for dessert.
I have trained for days.
What did he do? Did he do anything? No, he just been using his hero power? Okay. Uninvited guest says, you work at T-Mobile? I thought your day job was super secret. No, we're just customers of T-Mobile. If you have a T-Mobile plan, you just get these ridiculous free stuff on Tuesdays. Like, it comes on Tuesdays, and then you have to save it, and then you redeem it later on. But yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Easy.
What is this guy? Oh, he discovers his
Bask in
spot.
my radiance.
Okay.
So where does the magic come from?
Congrats, you've casted a 4-mana Frost Nova.
Do try to keep yourselves alive.
Oh! This guy with his combo.
Oh, I guess.
From nothing.
I wonder.
Give that minion a turn. Get ready.
I'm gonna rebuild my board here. Equality Consecrated? Even worse.
Simple spell.
Even worse than Equality Consecrate.
We will hold the Black Temple.
You don't pick the one, silly.
What 1-mana cards would he want?
I wonder.
Drew 1 card. Okay. It hit hero power, he's still alive. It hit hero power, he's alive. And we just wait for our swipe. Alright. Oh! That's shitty. I do not like that at all. The problem is he has so many taunt minions. I'm gonna have to get through them eventually. He just added 2 taunt minions to his deck. Like, we have to fight him on the board. Okay, good. That one's small.
I wonder.
That ramming speed absolutely wrecked us. And we didn't have an option to position stuff. Too much taunts. Too much taunts.
A clear garden for a clear mind.
Another soul to consume.
Yeah. We are never ever getting through these taunts. That much is clear.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
For the wild.
Where's our swipes? Yeah, right. We have to get through all of his taunts. That's his last one. Fortunately. Okay, unfortunately that's a whole thing.
It's time for a little blood.
No need to worry.
For the wild.
Charles says this guy picked all the taunts. He didn't really, he just had 2 of those cards that generated taunts. Oh my god.
Actually, I'm good here.
Alright. Like, I really need this March Hydra to do more. Yeah. Like, I need him to do this, set up a bunch of stuff, then we March Hydra, right?
Behold the might
Yeah,
of
this is exactly what we need. You do not swing your weapon. You have 10 health.
So where does the magic come from?
Fine. Roll should be able to take care of that. See if he has another way to take care of this. He does. He top decked it. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Loot? What more can I ask for?
For the wild.
Live by the Twin Tyrant, die by the Twin Tyrant. We need to make up for the 4 turns we could have drawn any of our swipes and then won the game. We are going to have some small cards coming up. Embiggen, which is tiny. Oh, Jesus. Just has this card. He top decked it like 3 turns ago. He swings. Yeah, he doesn't have lethal. But it's close.
It's not just the city of mages.
Watch us draw swipe now, right? What does Transfer Student give on this board, guys? Who knows? Does it give us a card? We need, like, a card.
Bask in my radiance.
Okay. Portal? What's Portal?
A clear garden for a clear mind.
Like Firelands? Oh, you get a portal. I see. Random, but interesting. He's still like heavily out card advantaging us, and we don't have card advantage in this deck going forward. Cool.
No ogre pain, no ogre gain.
Cool, cool.
You don't pick the ones, see?
That's helpful. Well, you had 2 ridiculous stuffs. It was better than our ridiculous stuffs.
War legendary.
Magisto LC says his Frost Nova saved him. His Frost Nova did not save him. He would have won regardless. Unless you meant his first Frost Nova saved him. In which case, yes, but I think he would have just played the whole thing differently if he didn't get his first Frost Nova. The second Frost Nova didn't do anything. Like, he had, like, ridiculous card advantage on us. Like, he was gonna win. We had not a very big shot of winning that one.
Home is where the wagons.
We got the Orc again now? Yeah. He couldn't do it last turn, but oh, please miss. No. Why miss? Why do something so silly as to miss?
Rain for days.
It's only a 50-50. Alright, that's not bad. I get to eat that.
A simple spell should do.
You don't pick the ones, see?
That should upgrade. Probably.
For the wild.
You fight me, you get burned. Turn it up.
Did that help? I'm gonna guess not. Did anything Death Rattle die? No, right? No Death Rattles yet. Okay.
summon, not you.
So where does the magic come from?
Got a Pyroblast in my hand for 8 mana.
What to do?
He clearly doesn't have a Flame Strike.
Power limitless.
That does nothing. Alright. That does a little more.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that bad. For the wilds.
Why not hit the Ogre? Because I need the other one dead way more than the Ogre. Mm-hmm. Cool, cool.
Like this?
Well played.
GG! Mr. Mindless says, I'd assumed it was a big Flame Strike setup. I feel like at that point you just take the Flame Strike, right? The turn before, instead of setting up the Flame Strike. Like, I gave him a decent Flame Strike. Now, I'm pretty sure I would have won if he did Flame Strike, but he doesn't know that.
Malfurion versus Rexar!
Let the hunt begin.
I must protect the wild.
Alright. Come on. You guys see something missing here? No? It's very weird. That's all.
I awaken.
Home is where the wagon.
May my ancestors watch over me.
Take a trip.
For the wild.
Oh, I did that in the wrong order. See, this is such a dumb game. Like, why does stuff like that matter? Like, there's no skill in that. Just give me back my health, you know?
So where does the
Take a
magic
trip.
come from?
That's an upgrade! Probably.
Like, I want my 3 health back.
It's not just the city of mages.
Like this?
I have 2 Smug Seniors, I don't really care that much. And I'm a Druid with a hero power.
A warden always hits her mark.
Mm-hmm.
For the wild.
That's cool. Wait, does that mean he didn't buff anything? Does that mean he didn't buff any beasts? I think that's what it means, but I'm not like 100% sure.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that.
I'm doing this so next turn I have mana efficiency. I can play the Soldier of Fortune and a Blessing of Ancients or a Cult Neophyte.
Your feeble magic amuses me.
Business is booming!
I wonder.
Muzzle their magic!
Good. As long as he's not removing it, I'm fine.
I bring life and
Okay. That's very normal stuff.
Actually, I'm good here.
Fire!
He still has 9 mana, plenty of time to do things. I feel like I can just outcard advantage him. Really? A hero power? I feel like that's not the most necessary of moves to make right now, but okay.
What to do?
Go on without me.
That should upgrade. Probably.
For the wild.
Okay. Gonna do that again. Fine.
is it cold in the shadows?
All good. I have 13 health. He has 6 damage. He needs 7.
I brought enough for everyone.
Ugh. That is very annoying. That is very, very, very annoying.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
You have to with this one. To the library!
Well fought,
Oh,
I can see.
okay. He just quits. That's good. 'Cause, you know, if he had like some board damage and a little bit of reach, he could have made it a game.
It isn't over between us, brother. You have much to answer for.
Right. I don't really need a Guardian Og Merchant. Because I can't play him on 1, so he's just awkward. Maybe he's a turn 3 play. You know what? I'm going to keep a Guardian Og Merchant as a freaking turn 3 play. That's where we are right now. That is where we are right now. Not a turn 1 play. Hopefully we get a 2-drop. And then we'll play it on turn 3. I would throw everything with hopes of getting Orc. No.
For the wild.
Proceeds not to get 2-drops? Yeah. If the next one was going to be a 2-drop, That would have been like an iffy thing, but as it is, I feel okay about it. A swipe. Interesting.
For the wild.
I'm telegraphing my swipe. Do nothing.
Kind of.
Oh, that's actually not a bad way to play into the swipe, all in all.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Interesting.
You don't pick the ones, eh?
For the wild. Your pathetic defense ends here.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Oh. God damn it. So on the bright side, he put a lot of power on this one thing, so as long as I never kill it, we're good.
We'll be fine.
Like, he's entirely dependent on me choosing to kill that thing. Otherwise, he can only get 3 damage on my face every turn, which is kind of whatever.
All I see is weakness. We're with you.
Kind of.
For the wild.
No need to worry.
I will have vengeance. You cannot break the broken.
Okay.
For the wild.
Works well enough for me.
You will regret imprisoning me.
Alright, let's do this. He has 10 damage, so we are just going to put stuff out on this board.
Not just the city of nature.
Going to just dump stuff.
I brought enough for everyone. Hey, I got you, friend.
Okay. All fine.
Fly! Make true toys of them!
Home is where the wagon
Okay.
Flee, cowards. Doom has come.
I want to have a lot of taunts so that I could hopefully be able to kill the 10-6 and then play my Deathwing this turn. Okay. That's fine. Huh? Oh, he just wants to get 1 damage on my face. That is okay. Oh. Well, I actually need the Deathwing to be at the end. much for the Og Merchant. Divine Shielded after? I don't think I need to Divine Shield it even.
Begin the torture!
Like, if anything, I want to Divine Shield a Spectral Senior, right? Like, I haven't Biggin on. I just need to not die for a while.
I brought enough for everyone.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm good here. Job's done.
Deathwing had a higher chance to live. Deathwing would be dead anyway. Good Divine Shield now? No, if you Divine Shield that, remember Divine Shield deals 1 damage. So, if you Divine Shield, he just hero powers it, hits it, and then goes face for 6. Very not good.
A clear garden for a clear mind.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Here, on the other hand, he hero powers it, he still can't kill it. Very good. Does he have something in his hand to remove it? Don't be that thing. No, this is fine. Yeah, so he's just dead. GG! See, you just gotta, like, after you embiggen, your life is so easy. Like, embiggen's such a card that needs to be banned from Arena. I think anything, like, I don't think this is a particularly out there idea, but I think anything that has a rest of game effect needs to be banned. And anything that has a deck construction effect needs to be banned. Because they already banned, what do you call it? The hero replace ones, right? Why? Because they gave a rest of game effect, and that doesn't work in Arena. It's frustrating. People don't like it, and the Death Knight like hero replaces, they weren't even that good in Arena. Like Embiggen is much better. Like we've been consistently rated Embiggen higher than those Death Knight things. And Embiggen's an epic, not even a legendary, but still, like it's not fun though, right? Like regardless. So if you're gonna ban those, you should ban Embiggen. You should ban any kind of thing that says for the rest of the game X happens. And same with deck construction. Arena has different deck construction rules. Like why put Dragon Queen, Alexstrasza, and Zephyrs into it? You know, if they're gonna take out like Cthulhu cards, which are totally good for Arena, there's nothing wrong with Cthulhu neutral cards in the Arena, and they're just gonna take them out because it mentions Cthulhu. They could at least do the stuff that's actually like seriously unbalancing Arena in a not fun way. Like, at least Blessing of Authority is fun. I don't know. Like, it's stupid, but it's like, fun stupid? This kind of stuff is just like, well, I guess we win now. Are we gonna die? Nope, well, I guess we win now. So that's my 3-drop. If you're wondering where I'm keeping all this stuff.
Blessings to you.
Yeah. Blessings to you too. Are Pure Paladin cards offered in Arena? Nope. Pure Paladin cards also not offered in Arena.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Haha, you can't use coin. That's what I love about this card. Oh my god, just the coin blockage is so good. Alright, whatever. He blew a Shadow or Death. I can't be mad at that.
You don't pick the ones.
So where does the magic come from?
Alright, don't Holy Nova me. I thought about Adorable Infestation and then doing one, but I end up with like, what? like a 4/1 instead of a 1/1, and I use my Adorable Infestation. Good, he doesn't have a Holy Nova. It's actually very important to know. See the order? So bad. If he doesn't have a 4 mana removal, sorry, a 5 mana removal, he can't have a 6 mana removal, right?
I brought enough for everyone.
Oh, this would actually matter. I mean, it doesn't, but you know, it could have. My misplay could have mattered, but it doesn't. He just needed a Holy Nova. That was the game, right? I'm sure he has it in his deck, he just didn't draw it. I blocked this Holy Nova for 1 turn, and the next turn we weren't totally screwed if he used it. I was kind of preparing for him to use it, but he didn't have it, so he just died immediately. That was a fast game, yeah, because he's a priest who did nothing. He Shadow Word Death our 2-drop. You know?
I must protect
like, that's pretty desperate moves. Astronar says, just finished up a 12-win Druid, now it's ADWCTA's turn? Alright, alright. I mean, the deck is good enough to go 12 wins if it doesn't screw up its draws. And we haven't screwed up our draws yet. The one game we lost was just against an even crazier combo deck that pulled off all of its combos. Right, that was that Paladin that did the like legendary board clear combo, followed by like more ridiculous shit. Okay.
Muzzle their magic.
Don't do it. Just play a Raptor. I mean, it's not as good as a Raptor.
It's time for a little blood.
Don't buff it. No buffs here. Interesting.
Why do you call?
Very interesting.
I have trained for
Oh, this is the new map. Aww, I feel bad for this guy. Also, what the hell order is that? Does he feel bad for this guy? Like, that wasn't a lot of resources, but it's like a lot for him.
I have trained for days. Reporting for duty.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
I couldn't clear anyway, so I'm gonna leave it like this.
I brought enough for everyone.
Ah, that sucks.
We will hold the Black Temple.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just play this. He doesn't seem like he has a buff. Get rid of the damage so he doesn't go face. Yeah, that's fine.
Now this is dragon riding. Better be something good.
Well, I don't have a silence. And I bet he's really annoyed about swipe right now. Can you tell if it buffed something, by the way? Like, can you tell if that thing triggered?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Okay. Yeah, my swipe got way more value than that. Can I assume it didn't trigger? Like that he doesn't have a dragon in his hand? I'm actually not going to Twin Tyrant this.
Home is where the wagon is. It's not just the city of nature.
There's no way of knowing doesn't show. I'm going to assume he doesn't have a dragon. I think it's a good assumption. Because those are his last two top decks, right? So one of them didn't even matter. So he just has one card, that card that says 7 up there. That's the only card that could have been a dragon and received the buff. And if that were the case, he was going to play it, right? Unless it was a 9 or 10 mana dragon. So if this card gets played and it's not a dragon, then we definitely 100% know there was nothing to be buffed.
We will
Yeah, see? That's not a dragon. You guys are all being cautious and shit.
For the wild.
For Drought! Take a trip.
Congrats, Tao, on your 12 win. We're hoping to get some done ourselves. He's top decking, running out of resources. Samson says Tar Creeper has a unique entrance animation. So does this guy.
Reporting for duty.
Wow. Gotta say, it's a lot of card advantage.
Actually, I'm good here.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
For the wild. Time waits for no one.
You can transform it. Oh no, that's not the way. You go the other way. Okay, you just lost a minion for no reason. You could have saved that guy too. What's this card?
Students, today's class will be outside.
Take a trip.
You got your combos, I got mine. That's what we were waiting for, right? We got a Lake Thresher and one of those, and then a Scorpid. But that was definitely the best one. "8-1. He tried to do ridiculous things, but we did more ridiculous things, and that's the moral of the story. Step 1, draft a top 10 percentile deck. Step 2, out top 10 percentile other top 10 percentile decks." Now, you guys are wondering why Merps did so poorly yesterday until I came along and then drafted a decent deck. It's because he wasn't drafting top 10 percentile decks.
Dear Malfurion.
My beloved.
He was drafting crappy decks. And why would you do that? I don't know. It's not a good plan. Not a good plan. Good. See? This is the kind of stuff you need to win. Don't feel bad for him. He has equally ridiculous stuff. We're 8-1 now.
Muzzle their magic.
Your magic is muzzled. What say you to that? Was not muzzled enough. Not muzzled enough. Haha! You can't do anything to this guy. He's priest-proof. Totally priest-proof.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Who you want me kill?
I said totally priest-proof. And I meant it. No longer priest-proof? Nah, he's priest-proof. What, you think he just has Shadow Word Deaths? No, he's got Henge Clan Hogsteeds. They're not the same. Not the same at all.
I don't have enough mana. Who you want me to kill?
Turn 9's the big destroy thing. When can he, like, mirror everything?
Do you like to play with fire?
Yeah, that doesn't do enough.
It is finished.
GG. Freaking Embiggen. This is what I mean. Like, it's a shit card that should not be in the arena, was not designed for any game resembling the arena, and just should be banned. Along with all the Highlander cards and all the other rest of game cards.
Malfurion versus Garrosh.
Okay.
Victory or death! I must protect
Ooh.
the wild.
I was about to say, we're gonna keep so many cards we may not get Embiggen first. What is it? What do we know? What do we know?
Business is booming!
Wow. You guys see this guy? He does not even Gnarg on turn 1. Like, how does he expect to win without a Gnarg on turn 1?
Step up!
So where does the magic come from?
It's time for a little blood.
Shit. We're in real trouble here.
Like this?
We need to make it so if he equips a weapon and hits one of our things, we don't just lose the game. And this ensures that. The moves that like were better tempo made it so that if he kills the tempo thing, we just lose the game. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine.
You don't pick the ones.
Like this?
We are just playing defense here. This is a very sad man. This is a very sad man making sad man plays.
Train for death.
So he's gonna try to go, like, his only option, because he missed so much tempo, is to go card advantage to card advantage with us, and I don't think it was gonna work. Because we embiggened. Like, think of our smug seniors,
We'll be
you know?
fine. It wasn't that big.
Like, you see his smug seniors, but they're like not our smug seniors.
Ha! Easy!
The wand picks you.
We will hold the Black Temple.
Like, this is our smug senior. We're just on a different level.
It wasn't that big.
Come on, he has a 1/1 to eat. That was pretty generous. No miss. Damn it! Guy does not miss at all.
Time waits for no one.
No need to worry.
We will hold the Black Temple.
That was a very, very, very weak turn. It was an incredibly weak turn for us. We didn't play any of our power cards. He can flip the board here right now. It's actually very dangerous for us.
Magic amuses me.
That helps.
I wonder.
It's time for a little blood.
You have to read this one.
I dare you!
Heal would have been better. No, heal doesn't kill his guy, and his guy keeps getting attack every turn. We're looking to make sure we don't die. We only die if he hits us to the face. So we're trying to... That's why I don't care about that 410 on the board. I care about anything he puts out with high attack.
Actually, I'm good here. If power is what you seek, knowledge is what I provide.
Oh, shit. Wait, what? So the animation's just wrong, right? He reordered his deck, not our deck.
That should upgrade. Probably.
Who you want me kill?
I mean, it would be nice if he reordered our deck, but... His highest card is a Boulder Fist Ogre? Oh, we definitely win. We win this so hard. His highest card is a Boulder Fist frickin' Ogre. I mean, we... Okay. GG. 10-1, another Embiggen win. You can't keep up with Embiggen. You gotta end your opponent immediately, right? And whether you can do that or not is just based on how well you draw.
Malfurion versus
Mr. Mindless says, you keep saying it's Embiggen, but we really know this win was all Orc.
Furion.
My
Okay.
beloved Tyrande.
I mean, I'm not gonna say Orc didn't do things, but... Mull for Embiggen? Yeah, but you know, you gotta keep a 2-drop. Because 2-drops don't come to us for this deck for whatever reason. Embiggen and Orc is in every single game. Like, I don't have to worry about getting an Embiggen or an Orc, but I gotta worry about getting 2-drops.
Brilliant.
Yes. He understands that I have made the most brilliant play I can in this game, which is to Embiggen on turn 1. Now, on the other hand, Priest is probably the class that's best suited to actually deal with it.
I have trained for days.
You know, like out of all the possible classes. You either gotta go Demon Hunter and rush me down, or go Priest and like establish the board and then keep healing and drag out your card advantage. Like, Priest can actually out card advantage in Embiggen Druid. Like, unfortunately for him, our deck is pretty big even without Embiggen. Interesting. Oh, he doesn't hit. Alright, cool. He's just gonna buff it again. I know this play. Alright, that's fine. Remember, he's committed 3 cards to that thing. Mm-hmm.
Minions, take to the streets. For the wilds.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Home is where the wagon.
Not turn 8 yet.
They break so easily.
Wow. I think that was the best he's got.
We will hold the Black Temple.
It is kind of sad, yes.
I awaken.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that.
I need him to, like, not mind control these things. Of course he's going to. Yep. He's gonna mind control this guy. Oh, he's gonna mind control it. Might as well play the other one.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that.
You have to read this one. To the library!
He mind controls the bigger one. He does not have enough to kill the 3/5. I get more cards. Yep. Can't get big cards yet. That is unfortunate. Adorable Infestation takes 2 to play out. Wand Maker takes 4.
Time waits for no one.
You don't pick the ones, see?
A clear garden for a clear mind.
Good.
A
You
mistake.
missed.
Actually, I'm good here.
The wand picks you.
To the library!
He doesn't have a second mind control. Top deck to Shadow Word Death.
scores of them. Job done.
Yeah, 4 damage.
They break so easily.
At least he doesn't have 4 damage. There's the Marsh Hydra. I'm gonna die if I use the Marsh Hydra, though. I need this guy.
Well played.
I wonder.
Order? It doesn't matter. Order never matters. We lose that no matter what. Like, you guys are focusing always too much on stuff that doesn't matter. Like, he won that one with, like, the 5 plays he made, like, 3 turns before that. And he was just on autopilot waiting after that. Right? Like, he had 2 mind controls, a shit ton of Shadow Word deaths. He was prepared for the deck we were throwing at him. Trees counters Embiggen so well. It's the only thing that can match up with Embiggen. He won when he baited the first 2 plays. He didn't bait anything. He made no decisions. Those were just the plays we had to make. You could not have played that any different before he played his 2 winning plays. Like, don't give him any credit for that. Okay, end the turn.
Hey, loser!
Could have hit with the Orc. Go back and watch that play again. If we hit with the Orc, he would have had the same exact result. Actually, no, he wouldn't have had the same result. He would have just played a minion instead. Okay, let's get Embiggen out. Let's see if we have an Orc that we need to draw. Legend Heart says Orc and Embiggen aren't quests. Well, we'll see. We got one more draw to get to Orc.
You fight me, you get burned.
Nope. Nope.
For the wild.
Alright, so we've done pretty much nothing for 3 turns. We've mage pinged one of his minions with 6 mana. So we are very far behind. Oh, that is so good. It just triggered the spell burst too.
Whoops.
Oh, that was so good. It triggered the spell burst, and it meant he didn't have any tempo play.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Home is where the wagon is.
Job's done.
Combustion positioning? Sure. Yeah, he knows where to go. He knows his outs. It's just too bad those are pretty crap outs.
You don't pick the ones.
So where
Take
does
a
the
trip.
magic come from?
I brought enough for everyone.
The wands pick
Like
Healing OP, yep.
For the wild.
Who you want me kill?
Time waits for no light.
Okay. Did what we could to prevent stuff. It did not work. I was preventing the blizzard, not the flame strike. You can't prevent the flame strike. I don't really want to keep giving him coins. Probably should have healed soldier. I don't want to keep giving him coins. That is not the way to win.
No, I guess. Like this?
You're in my hands now.
Oh, this is not good. This is very bad. Alright, that could have been a lot worse. Okay.
Is it cold in the shadows?
Okay.
We will hold the Black Temple!
None shall.
Oh my god.
For the king!
I have trained for
Alright. Starfire is lethal now if he doesn't taunt. Come on. He's got one card he's holding forever and 3 top decks that probably don't do stuff. He needs taunt, heal, or something that actually hard removes. Or deals 5 damage at least. 4 with his hero power. Okay, he can't play that on the same turn.
Your power, limitless.
Okay. Does he have a 2-mana taunt? Sorry, a 0-mana taunt? 11 wins! He almost got there. He didn't really almost get there. As long as he couldn't keep taunting, we have a number of turns to draw our reach. So we still had, like, I don't know, maybe a 50% chance of winning that, even if he cleared our board. As long as he couldn't kill us the very next turn. Because we would have had 2 draws into it then, right? Alright, first solo run of the expansion. Getting 11. Let's try to get 12.
Jalfurion versus Jaina!
Embiggen carried? Embiggen always carries. When you have an Embiggen deck, you know, what's the point of not Embiggening? Like, what's the point of all of this? We need Orc and Embiggen. Orc and Embiggen. I don't know what's happening. None of these look like Orc or Embiggen. Like, what is this? You know?
Let me work my magic.
Home is where the wagon is.
You don't pick the wands, eh?
Interesting.
Take a trip.
He's a mage. I'm worried about him dealing a lot of damage to me really early. Mirror, 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 mirror.
Come from.
Doesn't matter what it is. I can't risk it for 4 face damage. What does Flame Ward say? Does my hero power trigger it? No, my hero power does not trigger it. Okay.
Take a trip.
For the wild.
Who you want me to?
Like this?
I'm okay triggering it here. Because at that point, knowing it with 2 swipes in my hand that I need to like do stuff with, knowing what it is was about as good. Because otherwise, you run into the fact that I can't use swipes because it also might be a counterspell or whatever. So that way, it dealt exactly 3 damage, which isn't all that bad. And he was going to be able to ping off that 5-1 anyway. And I get my 1-1 a little earlier.
What to do? What to do?
Your power, limitless.
That's cool.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
Swipe turn? I don't really care. This way he has the same clear. It's the same clear as swipe. Except he has to use his hero power, so he's 2 mana behind. And if he has a poly, he has a poly, but he's really playing top decks. Like, look at the numbers up there. Right, he has stuff that he generated, and then 5, 6, 7. He's very unlikely to have a hard removal.
A charming composition.
Yeah, like, and I'm giving him the removal, right? So I've just slowed him down by 2 mana compared to playing swipe, and I keep my swipe. Yes, you remove it and double trade. You can't leave it up. Yep. So that was the much, much better play than the swipe, because now we're going to Marsh Hydra that. Okay, you have to trade it. Is he really not going to trade it?
No need to worry.
That was so dumb. Why would he not? Like, he's just giving me the option to do stuff. That was so dumb of him. This is the 11-2 game. Greedy? That wasn't even greedy. Like, there's nothing, there's no possible benefit to that. Like, he's basically, like, trying to make me make a misplay.
What to do?
You don't pick the wands, eh?
I have trained for
I still got my 2 swipes. I don't need to give him value here. Because he's like trying to come back on the board, but with 2 swipes in my hand, it's kind of hard. Okay, it is getting a bit chilly in here. Stop cooling this room. Alright, card advantage to match us. Take that.
It's not
wand
just the
picks
city of mages.
Debating whether it's better to save a swipe or a Guardian Og Merchant. Because the other way would have been to trade, Guardian Og Merchant, Hero Power. Okay. This draw was very, very annoying.
Actually, I'm good here.
Gruul? No, I don't want to get screwed by a hard removal. He just drew like way too many cards. This will bait out the hard removal, and if he multi-removes, I still have a Starfire. Like, I'm unfortunately playing the card advantage game. Along with him. So I need to draw my Embiggen, like, now. Otherwise it won't be big enough. Yeah, okay.
Time waits for no one.
Go face? There's no way we make it. He has 24 health. 0% chance we make it going face. The alternative play was to Guardian Og Merchant, Ironbeak Owl his Ysera, and just kind of like leave it. It seems unnecessary for his. Okay.
Time waits for no one.
I'm not afraid of a poly. Because if he had a poly, then we never win. Yeah. That was a big turn. It's always so awkward.
What to do? For the wilds.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Once he drew those 3 cards, it was really, really hard to keep up because we knew he had a ridiculous dragon already. Like, that spell damage draw works so well for him. Got a bonus of 1 damage. Yeah. Well.
Fly! Make true toys of them! For the wilds.
Ah, we need 1 damage.
So where does the magic...
If he has 1 damage, he has lethal. Otherwise, he probably just wins the turn after this. You see how much more cards he has than we have, right? Like, none of this other stuff matters.
I'm one of a kind. I'm one of a kind.
Like, none of this stuff mattered. He just ended up having 3 more cards than we had. And we weren't able to go face, because that's not how this deck is constructed. So this deck never, ever, ever beats him. So close? That wasn't close at all. We had a 0% chance to win this game based on how he, like, drew his first few cards. Like, you could work it backwards. Because we never had a chance to go face. Not successfully, anyway. You would have taken care of that so easily. And so therefore we never had a chance to do anything but play the type of game that we played. And he always wins this type of game. Because he had that combo. And we didn't get our Embiggen. So our ways of actually winning this game, and it didn't matter what order we drew stuff or whatever, we just needed to either draw the Embiggen early, in which case we can win this type of game, or, like, we lose. That was our only chance. Otherwise, we needed a different kind of deck. Going face would have been the play? No, you lose 100% of the time when you go face. Like, he had 25 health, you would have dealt 9 damage to him, and then you would have lost the board forever. And you had 9 damage in your hand. So, you have a total of 25 minus 9 is 14, you have 9, you have 5. Like, I guess if he doesn't have any heals or taunts, you can hope that in your next 2 turns or 3 turns before he kills you, you manage to draw your other swipe and you hero power him the next turn immediately. But if he just had a single taunt or heal or freeze and he freezes your face, that plan wouldn't have worked. And even if that plan did work, it hinged on 3 draws into a single card when you had like 15 plus cards left in your deck. So he has to not have freeze, not have taunt, like all of that stuff had to be true. Like that's a near 0 chance. That was definitely not the play. Balefire said, were there 3 in the deck or 2? There's 2 swipes and 1 Starfire. We had the Starfire and the swipe. Oh, sorry. There were no swipes left in the deck because we already used it, so you always lose. I take that back. I was like, why did I think it was 0% if we actually had like a 2% chance of winning? But I was pretty sure that was a 0% chance play. It was a 0% chance play because we already used our other swipe. So we had the 0 reach left in the entire deck. And we would have lost the board immediately if we did that. So that's why it was a 0% chance to win play. Like, literally 0% chance. Ooh, Netherwing. That's not bad. Let's go open some packs. Not a golden one. Ooh. Nothing that's not golden matters when you're just an arena player and you don't play constructed. I guess it's more dust if you get a double. Mr. Mindless says, shame no golden orc because no 12. We'll make a golden orc anyway. After we open all of these, if we don't open a golden orc, we'll make one. Alright. We got enough dust hanging out. Orc is a good card. Consolidate says killing a Sarah was also a 0%. No. You get if you get Embiggen very quickly after that, and then he isn't able to like power out on the board, and you guys just kind of grind the board for a bit, you can outcard him still. It was like a small percent, like maybe like 5%, but it was more than 0%. Like going face was very easy to be able to math out. HS Sinatra says, at Grinning Goat, are you still enjoying Arena? Is it good in this experience? It's been a long time lurker. Keep it up, bro. It's a pretty good meta so far from what I've seen. I've only played 2 runs, so I'm not the best person to judge it, but it seems fine to me. It's not as good as the skillful era, which was like maybe 2 years ago, like 3 years ago to 2 years ago was probably the highest skill in Hearthstone. But the earlier eras of Arena had its own problems, right? Like, if you go back to Classic now, you'd think Arena was the most boring game ever. And of course, the more recent stuff has been, like, last year was terrible all throughout. And this earlier part of this year was not so great either. But it's getting better. I think, like, incremental improvements have been made since Ashes of Outlands. They're not huge improvements, but they're incrementally, like, just because of the cards that are released in the pool. Balefire says, you could say the broom swept you off the board. Yeah, I mean, the broom gave him, like, what, like 12 damage of tempo or something? Like, it was ridiculous. But that's why we had only a 5% chance of winning after that. Because 95% of the time, he's going to have either broom or a flame strike or a polymorph or just something, right? We needed him to have nothing and just normal stuff in his hand. Let's craft an orc, boys. Let's craft an orc. Why do we not see an orc? That's Druid. That's not neutral. There's an orc.
I have trained for days.
And your training has paid off, sir. Alright. Well, that was a good first run.